Hello dear students, I am Prabhat, your B.St teacher from IPM Public School, Gulabazar. In our B.St, we were discussing the economical environment, and yesterday we discussed about different types of aspects that are having direct or indirect impact on the business enterprise that are from economic background. We discussed like inflation, banking sector reforms, and many other things. Today we will focus on some other key aspects of economic background that are like public and private sector. So any business, the nature of the business is having direct impact on its profitability and strategic decision making, all types of regulatory aspects, how that business is monitored, how many people are responsible for the liabilities. Okay, if government is directly involved in the decision making and corporate governance, then what will be the impact on the business if only private body is taking the full authority of decision making in his own hands? Means private sector institutions, private sector bodies, private sector companies, what type of impact the economical factors will generate on such type of business. You can understand, and we will discuss in detail in our coming lectures. Saving and investment, what type of policies are there that is introduced in the banking sector through RBI and our Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Commerce. What type of business environment is prevailing in your country? What is the need, demand of the customers? What is the purchasing power of the customers? All these things are kept in mind before making any budget, any financial decision making, or introducing any bill in the parliament. Okay, because first you have to study that the step that you are going to take, what will be the impact on the diverse population of India. Because we know that there is tremendous difference between the taste, language, income, social and religious norms, belief, mentality, mindset, all these things are diverse. So to manage a diverse group, to equally provide all the needed facilities and services to this diverse population is a challenge even before the government. That's why the policies and the strategies that are to be implemented should be made with a proper mindset and proper decision making. Without a proper step, our economy will be having negative impact. If any change that is being introduced in the budget or RBI policies and the end result is hampering our economic growth, then such type of growth, such type of decision making will always make us lag behind in the global scenario, because countries are doing good and we are lagging behind. So the difference between the developed and developing nation will go much higher, go much deeper. But all the initiatives that are taken by the government, the intention is just to provide sound platform to our people, generate employment, increase their per capita income. We will discuss these things in detail. Balance of trade and balance of payment. This is the most alarming issue that Indian business, Indian economy is suffering. We are being dependent on other nations. We are purchasing more and we are selling less. This results in balance of payment and balance of trade. If you are not having proper foreign exchange, then you will find problem in specifically buying the petroleum, because India is a petroleum deficient country. We have limited resources of petroleum and gasoline, so we are dependent on especially the countries like Iraq, Iran and other oil producing nations. So we need foreign exchange, and if we are not having proper resource of foreign exchange, then this mining petroleum for the Gulf nations will become a tedious job for us. And even we are witnessing fiscal deficit. Our expenses are more than our earnings. If you are analyzing the budgets, you will find that there is continuous fiscal deficit in our budget. Okay, so eradicate this issue is also very challenging because we have to generate employment, we have to provide the technical advancements to our MSME business owners because large corporate houses can easily afford the sophisticated machinery, but the small business unit holders are not educated enough, they are not having such type of capital, so they cannot hire the sophisticated engineers and technical persons to provide them this type of sophisticated technology to handle and to establish. But to talk about the artificial intelligence, even the normal machineries that are being used in our MSMEs are not providing us good results because they are outdated. Our business owners are not having adequate profits, and in this scenario, their existence is under question. So, the two more things that are left is money supply in the economy and international debt. All these things are interrelated. If you are not producing enough resources for your company and for your country, if you are not able to generate proper employment, if you are not having surplus fund to finance your activities, your dependence on other countries will go high. If you are not incurring enough money, then you will borrow from somewhere else, and this borrowing will make your country dependent on foreign nations. Okay, any country who is dependent on its personal needs to other nations will always stand behind the leaders, the top performers, the developed nations. Such is the case of India. Okay, so we have to improve our conditions and we have to provide our industries a proper platform to establish a business, to grow and to be a leader in the global platform. Now we will move towards the social environment. What type of impact the social structure generate on the performance of the business. So you can find in your book that social environment consists of the customs and traditions of the society in which the business is existing. As you know, any business, if it exists in a society, it will be a direct or indirect impact of the society that is present around that company or the vicinity, because generally you hire the workers from the local area because you cannot afford to hire the unskilled or semi-skilled workforce from metropolitan cities. If you are operating in a rural area, then it's a duty of the corporate as well to provide employment to the local people, because if you are going as a company in any particular area, it is your responsibility to at least work for the society where you are in operation. Okay, so you can feel what type of impact a society can generate on the businesses that are in active mode in their vicinity. Okay.